Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today on Live Music Nation Podcast Festival Edition. Today we're with Shari Buss from the Hansen Museum. Shari, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you asking us to be on.
Hey, so give us a little background on you, Shari. Where did you grow up, and talk about your career up until the point now with the museum?
Well, I graduated high school in Stockton, Kansas, which is only about 30 minutes here from Logan. Um, Went to college in Washburn for a year and then finished my degree as a non-traditional student at Fort Hays State University. I thought I wanted to be a nurse, realized that you had to deal with bodily fluids, and then backed right out of that and got a general studies with emphasis in business. So I went from there to banking. I had been in banking for quite a while. I worked in a local branch, and so you have a title, but you do a little bit of everything. And was recruited to come to the museum from the bank position by the board of directors here at the museum. Do not have an art background, really didn't have any event planning. And so they really needed some help getting their office businesses brought up to date, their practices, and was able to do that and just really fell in love with the position. It's such a variety. You do so many different things from, event planner to curating exhibits and just a lot of learning. And it's really been a really rewarding position. One of the most rewarding things is right before we celebrated our 50th year last year, we did a complete and total renovation of the interior of the building. So it was simultaneously the most exciting and terrifying career experience to date, but I really am proud of the work we've done, and it's a beautiful, beautiful facility. It always has had great bones, and when it opened in 71, it was, jewel of the plains, and now it always was a jewel. It just needed buffed, and we buffed it out, and it's just stunning.
No, that's great. That's great. Very good. Shari, tell us about the couple of annual events that you have every year that bring people in. Tell us about those.
Okay. In August, the third Saturday of August, we have an arts and craft fair, and it is huge. This is the 49th year of it, so it's a time-honored tradition, not only for crafters to come in, but families meet here, and it's just a fun, fun time. We have handmade artisans that line our square, beautiful lawn, and sell their goods. We have food, and then we always have two live music groups. We have a north and a south stage, and so it's just a great, fun family event. We have inflatable and like carnival type fun for the children as well, and it's just really a whole day of family fun.
No, that's good. Excuse me. What is it for you that really drew you into the event planning and the people organization side of this?
It's a really fun to plan art and culture into casual activities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so arts and crafts are a big thing. And with our, criteria of it having to be handmade, we get a fine range. We get for everything from like primitive art, real folksy looking stuff, to some fine art painters and everything in between, handmade soaps. We really open the door to people to explore. We also have artisans that come in and demonstrate their goods. Like we have a blacksmith, and he's on site just to demonstrate how he makes a horseshoe or something of that nature. Sometimes we have oil painters or potters, spinners and weavers. And so I just think it's fun to connect people with new and exciting things, open doors, and I like people, and I like to learn, and I like to educate, and you can do that in a very fun and entertaining way. And I think that's what really drew me to, incorporating more and more into our festival.
Yeah, no, I agree. For you, what is it? What are those? Give me a couple of moments in the events that you've had in the past where maybe that week's been hard, and then the weekend comes, the festival's going on. Give me a couple of moments, a couple of examples where it just kind of hits you and you get that reward, that feeling inside that like, this was worth it. All the work was worth it.
Well, one of the neat things we do through our arts and craft fair is we have independent judges come in and pick 12 of those artisans to display and sell their goods inside the museum. And we have a group that has come forever, like I would say 20 plus years of those 49 years.
Wow.
And they come back, even though they had never won the Artist of the Month award. That's what we call that. And so this past year, actually, we celebrated our 50th, and we had some pretty incredible gifts to give to our Artist of the Month winners. And a local group called, they call themselves the Stitch and Knitwits, and they do a bunch of crochet and really cool, just like things that kids like making Ninja Turtle stocking hats and different things of that nature. And they had never won. And when they won this year, watching their excitement was just so rewarding. You know, I mean, that's what we all said. It made the day worthwhile, because even though that's not why they were there, they had come year after year, had not been given that honor, and they were never bitter or resentful or anything about it. But just seeing them reap that benefit of being faithful and, you know, keep working at their craft and pursuing excellence and winning it, that's like, okay, that makes it worth it. Seeing the kids run around and have a good time is always a lot of fun, and hearing the kind comments, because, you know, if you're involved in any kind of planning, there's a tremendous amount of work. Those are always helpful, but I like to see those, like, wow, people who have gone under the radar.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's perfect. Okay. So listen, I love what you guys are doing there. I love that you involve the community. I especially love that you're able to reward your participants. I'm a live music guy. I'm an entertainment guy. So I always ask these questions to anyone who's holding live events. Shari, what is the best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
You know, I've been thinking about that, and that is so hard. I just really love entertainment. I love live music.
Shari, you got to give me one. What's the best? You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
Okay. From a personal standpoint, I think the best, most recent was we did a Michael Bublé concert a couple years ago. Totally enjoyed his style of music and his entertainment value in between times. For here at the museum, probably the best that since my tenure as director has been Michael Martin Murphey.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And again, it wasn't just his music, which, you know, I even know a lot of Michael Martin Murphy's music. That man is intelligent, and it was a full meal deal. You got history, you got sound, quality music, and such a wide variety of genre there underneath him. But his recall of history was so impressive and so fitting with what we do here at the museum.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Last question would be, dead or alive, you can bring one musical act to any one of your events. Money's not an issue. Who would you bring?
Okay. Because of where we live, I'm going to say Reba McEntire.
Okay.
I think, you know, I think she'd give a great show where in the middle, even though, like, for a personal standpoint, that may not be who I'd like to see dead or alive, but for my venue and who our patrons are, I think Reba would be a great call.
Oh, I think that's spectacular. Absolutely. Very good. Shari, how do people find out more about the museum and the events that you host throughout the year?
The easiest way to find out about the museum is to become a member. We have 3 levels, and the lowest level is a benefactor, and that's $10 a year, and you get all of our mailings. Because we give out a looking into in the early part of January of the year, and some of our events and things fill up just from that flyer going out to our members. The other way is, of course, newspapers, our website, which is hansenmuseum.org, or our Facebook page, Hansen Museum. That's the best way.
Absolutely. Very good. Shari, thanks for being on with us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for reaching out to us. We really appreciate that, Jake. Nice to meet you, and I hope you have a great 2023.
Thank you.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine.